Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I'm back with part 5 of my makeup collection series here. So this is the top drawer of my little storage cabinet. You can see I've got a ton of like lip products on the top and some perfumes and things, but today we're going to focus on this top drawer, which is all of my powders and bronzers, and then I also keep face palettes in this drawer as well. So we'll go ahead and get started with the powders. The first one I have is this Physicians Formula Youthful Wear Powder. This is in the shade Translucent. This says Cosmeceutical Youth Boosting Powder. This is a really, really beautiful powder. It's got like a luminosity to it. So you can see it's got like a really beautiful sheen to it. I love this powder. I will often use this under my eyes. I will also kind of dab that into the into my pore area because it really blurs pores. It also is really nice kind of in the center of the forehead. Really just anywhere that you want to kind of take down shine, but you still want some luminosity to your skin. So really beautiful powder. I've been using that one for years and I love it. Next little baby one I have here is this is a Lily Lolo powder. It's like a mineral face powder, and this is in the shade Candy Cane, which is quite pink toned, fair and pink toned. Yeah, I ordered a whole bunch of these little sample shades of powders, of these mineral powders. This is the shade Blondie. I ordered just a whole bunch of these from Lily Lolo just to see if I liked their mineral makeup. And it is nice. I haven't used it in such a long time that I really could not give you a good opinion on them, but yeah, it's just a pretty standard mineral makeup. This I got in I want to say a Sephora Play box. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD setting powder, and to be completely honest with you, I don't think I've even used this yet. So yeah, it's just hanging out in my drawer. I have not used that one yet. I have my IT Cosmetics. This is the Celebration Foundation Illumination in the shade Light, and I love this powder. This is just a really beautiful powder foundation. My husband uses the mirror on this, so he has gotten, he's dug a little bit in this, but this is a really beautiful powder foundation. It's not drying looking, it doesn't look cakey, it just buffs on really beautifully. Sometimes if I just want some extra coverage, like you know, around my nose or where I've got any kind of redness, I will put this on top of like a tinted moisturizer, or you know, if I'm using a little bit more of a sheer coverage foundation, I'll add some coverage with this. It's really, really good for that. Okay, next I have this Cover FX. This is the Perfect Setting Powder. This is the Illuminating Setting Powder, but it's in their Perfect Setting Powder line. I do have mine in the shade Light, and I use this for under the eyes. This is just a really, really beautiful loose powder. Works really well under my dry eyes, so I love it for that. I set concealer with that. I also have this little Hourglass. This is the Ambient Lighting Powder, and this is in the shade Ethereal Light. So this is like the one that's almost white. It's very, very light. This has a luminosity to it as well. It's not quite as luminous as the Physicians Formula, but it's definitely, if you can see it right here, it's definitely got, you can see the Physicians Formula is definitely more luminous than the Hourglass, but I love this for under the eyes. I love to set my under eye concealer with that because it adds a really nice luminosity to the under eye area. And if I say luminosity one more time, I'm sorry. I know that's probably super annoying. That is a bronzer. This is another little baby Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. This is in the shade Translucent Light. This did come in a Sephora Play box. I love this because it's got like a little stopper. Even on a tiny, tiny baby one, it's got a little stopper. So I just think that that's really cool. But I love the Cover FX setting powder. This is a great option from the drugstore. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, and mine is in the shade Fair Light. This is just a really, really beautiful setting powder. I use this for under the eyes as well. You can use this for all over. I don't use a lot of powder all over my face, pretty much just under the eyes, but this is a nice one to bake with because it's not too drying. It's just really beautiful. It's got that nice kind of yellow undertone to it. Just a really, really nice setting powder. I love that from the drugstore, and it's like $5 or $6. Okay, so those are all my powders. Let's go ahead and move on to bronzers. We'll get this big guy out of the way first. This is the Smashbox Holidays Contour and Spotlight Palette. So this is basically just a huge contour, bronzer, and highlighting palette. So these 3 shades on the top are all highlights. This is the contour, bronzer. This is just a powder, so just a regular setting powder. I use that under the eyes. Sometimes you can use that to kind of clean up a contour with, to highlight with. It's just a really good all-around powder. And then these are 3 more highlighting shades down here. This is too dark for me. This is too dark for me. This is borderline too dark for me. Also borderline too dark for me, so usually I have to mix one of these lighter colors in with this and this to get those to work. These 2 shades are just dark, but I really love the formula in this palette, especially on the contour and the bronzer. This is just a beautiful, beautiful palette, so I was glad to have grabbed that for like $21 at Christmas time. Okay, next I have the iconic Butter Bronzer. I have mine in the shade just bronzer, not light bronzer, just plain bronzer. I have a pretty good dent in this. You can see I'm about to hit pan on that. I love this bronzer. It of course smells amazing. Yeah, this is probably my favorite bronzer of all the bronzers that I own. High-end drugstore. All of them. This is just such a good bronzer. It's the best tone. It's not too warm. It's not too light. It's beautiful. Not too cool. Just a beautiful neutral bronze color. I really love it. Next, I have a couple of Too Faced minis. I got these in, I don't know, a play box, or I think one of them came with an order from Too Faced website, and then one came in a play box. But I've got the Milk Chocolate Soleil, which is the lighter of the 2. I love this, especially for this time of year. This is really great for when I'm more fair. And then I've got the regular Chocolate Soleil, which is just a hair deeper and a little bit cooler. I love this in the summertime. Really beautiful bronzer. Really any time of year, but nice in the summertime. Okay, I've also got 2 minis from the Benefit line. This is the Hoola Light as well as the Hoola. When I get to my blush drawer, you'll see that I got like a little thing from Ulta that was it was like a little kit that had a bunch of minis in it, mini blushes as well as these 2 bronzers. So I love this bronzer. I love the Hoola Light. It looks like nothing in the pan. Like, it looks like it would be just way too light. But it's actually quite nice on the skin, especially this time of year. And then the regular Hoola, which is a bit deeper and warmer. Also very nice bronzer. These blend out really well for me on my skin. Okay. Next I have this Found Baked Bronzing Powder. I got this at Walmart. Mine is in the shade Golden Bronze. This is a beautiful, beautiful bronzer. This has a really nice kind of sheen to it. I wouldn't call it completely luminous, but just a really nice sheen to it. It's picking up a little bit warmer on camera than it comes off on the face. It doesn't come off that warm on the face, but really, really a beautiful bronzer. I love that one. Okay, this is a bougie product that I have because of Samantha Ravindall. This is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Glow Stick. So mine is in the shade 01 Sunstruck. This is really beautiful. This is a beautiful bronzer. I've got this And this is a very luminous bronzer, you can see. Really a beautiful cream product. Blends out really, really nicely on the skin. And mine's all like messed up on the top because I do put a stippling brush into it when I use it. And then this is the blush side. Really a beautiful kind of coral blush. More on the orange coral side, but there's the blush and the bronzer. Really a beautiful, beautiful product that'll last me forever because you need so very little when you use that. Really nice product. Okay, next I have these. I never use these. This is from the brand CYO, which is the brand that you can get at Walgreens, and this is the Bronzing Rocks Rock and Gold. This would make a fantastic highlighter on deeper skin tones. Oops. I don't really know what to do with this product. It's too bronzy to be a blush. It's too sparkly to be a bronzer topper for me. So yeah, I really don't know what to do with this product. It just kind of hangs out in my drawer. So there's that. And then I love this product. This is from a brand called W7. This is Makeup and Glow Bronzing Base. So this is supposed to be a dupe for the Chanel Soleil de Chanel bronzer. This is a cream product, and it comes off very warm on camera, but it's really nice on the skin. I usually go in with a stippling brush with this and kind of stipple it onto my you know, where you put bronzer, and it's really a nice product. I really like it. This is an e.l.f. product I have. I picked this up at TJ Maxx. This is in the shade Golden. Yeah, Golden. And this is just one of those products that's got 4 different kind of quads here. I usually just run my brush through all of them, and this is a really nice glowy bronzer. So this does have some shimmer in it. All 4, you know, quadrants have shimmer, and yeah, really nice glowy bronzer. I like that a lot. This is a mini of the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer. So this is just a really beautiful, very, very slightly shimmery bronzer. You can see it's got a little bit of, I would say it's more satin than anything. It's pretty satin. I love to use this. I'll run it through the crease, and then I'll go in with the Park Avenue Princess paint pot. And that's just a really easy eye look. Next I've got this little pure, this came in a duo with a highlighting, little highlighting set, but this is the Sculpt side of that little set. And it does come with like a luminous bronzer, a matte bronzer, and then kind of a satin bronzer right here. So really, really nice little bronzing palette. This would be great for travel because it is about the size of a credit card, so really nice for travel. This is one of my favorite things ever. This is an old Fiona Styles. This is called the Light Illusion Prism Palette. This is such a beautiful product. This has a bronzer and 2 blushes, so like a peachy tone blush and then a pinky tone blush. They're all kind of like a satin finish. Really, really beautiful. I love this product. I use it sparingly because I'm scared of running out of it because I don't know where you can find Fiona Styles anymore since Ulta discontinued it. I'm thinking maybe she has her own website that you could get this off of, but yeah, the packaging on this is stunning. The products inside are stunning. I love this product. Okay, this is something else that came in a, I want to say like a Sephora Play box. This is the Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. I never use this. I don't use these kind of cream contour products very often. But yeah, there's that. I also have this. I love this product. If I do use a cream product, this is what I'm reaching for. This is the AOA Sculpt FX, and this is in the shade Fawn. And this is a cream contour product, and it is the most perfect shade. It's really fair, just really a beautiful, beautiful contour, cream contour product for $1. Okay, next thing I have is this Essence Luminous Matte Bronzing Powder. This is for lighter skin. I think they have 2 shades of this. This is a nice bronzer. It pulls a little bit orange on me, so I don't wear this a ton in the wintertime. I think I need to be a little bit darker than I am now to pull this off, but this is a really nice bronzer. It's pretty sheer, so it's nice though. Okay, face palette. This is a little Sephora face palette, and yeah, it doesn't have a name, but this was with the holiday stuff this year. I love this face palette. It's got a bronzer, a blush, and 2 highlights. So this is more of a glowy highlight. This one's a little less intense than this one, and this one is a little bit deeper, but I absolutely love this little face palette, and it was like $5, so. Okay, another little face palette from Essence. This is the Shape Your Face Contouring Palette, and this is in the shade Ready Set Peach. This is a really nice face palette. So it's got a nice matte bronzer, a nice matte kind of peachy setting powder. Oh, hi kitty. And a nice, really beautiful kind of peachy coral blush, and it is a very luminous blush. So, and it's pretty soft, not super intense. So there's that. Really pretty. Hi kitty. Hey little Luna. She's coming to make a visit. Okay, this is a Pure Bronze and Brighten trio here in, it says Dreamer. This came in a BoxyCharm, and these are super intense. Hi baby. Super intense, super shimmery trio. I keep this mostly for the blush because this blush reminds me of a powder form of that Tom Ford blush. It's really beautiful, and this highlight is really beautiful as well. But you can see this is a very thick, very chunky formula. Yeah, really intense, chunky, thick. Definitely has some dimethicone or something going on in there, but really nice nonetheless. I really enjoy using this, so I hang on to it. Okay, next I have this Morphe bronzer. This is a duo. This is one of their Brontour powders, so it's supposed to be like a contour slash bronzer, and this is in the shade Celebitant, and that's what she looks like. Really nice, like shimmery light bronzer, and then this is supposed to be a contour, but I just swirl them together and use it all as a bronzer. This is definitely on the deep side for me though, so I do have to use this only in the summertime. Okay, next I have the bronzer palette from e.l.f., and this is in the shade Bronze Beauty. This is a beautiful product. I love this bronzer palette. I think there are some dupes for other bronzers in here, but I don't have enough of the other bronzers to be able to tell you what exactly they're dupes for, but I think there's like an Urban Decay dupe in here, and some other dupes, but these are beautiful. They're all kind of, well, this one's matte. This one's matte, and then these two are on the satin side, but really beautiful bronzer palette. I picked this up at TJ Maxx as well for like $3, worth every cent. Such a good bronzer palette. Okay, next I have this Revolution Beauty. This is called the Ultra Blush Palette, but it's all about bronzed, so I use this as a bronzer palette. And to me it is a bronzer palette, but these are very luminous. This is like a gold highlight almost, and then these are just a bunch of different bronzer shades. I love this shade here. I love that shade there. This shade here, this shade. These are really nice to top with. So this is a really nice bronzer palette from Revolution Beauty, and I think I picked this up on sale for like $4 or something from the Revolution Beauty website. Next, I hope I'm not going too fast, but I don't want these videos to be crazy long, so I'm trying to kind of get through them. But this is a highlight and contour palette from Ibby Beauty. I did get this in a BoxyCharm. This just has some really nice powder shades here, as well as contour shades. So it's got a contour 1, a highlight 1, contour 2, highlight 2, contour 3, highlight 3. So kind of light, medium, deep skin tones. This is just a really nice palette. I hang on to it because the formula is really nice in that. Okay, and then the very last thing is this that I picked up from Revolution Beauty. This is also a, this is called the Ultra Contour Kit Lightning Contour F01. So this is a contour cream kind of highlight powder and then an actual highlight. These are cream products, which is why I hang on to this. I did pick this up off of the Revolution Beauty website as well. This is a really nice formula. It's not too oily. It's not too thick. It blends out really beautifully on the skin. So yeah, I really enjoy this product. This highlight is a little bit too icy for my skin tone, but I love these two products here for doing some nice contouring. So. And that is it for my bronzer and face powder and face palette drawer, I should say. So yeah, that's it for that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!